Yeah.
Cause when that trumpet sound, boy, you don't wanna miss out. Either in or you out. Ain't no straddling the fence. Either in or you out. Ain't no straddling the fence. Either in or you out. Ain't no straddling the fence. Either in the Lord or you out. The Lord, either in or you out. Ain't no straddling the fence. Either in or you out. Ain't no straddling the fence. Either in or you out. Ain't no straddling the fence. Either in the Lord or you out.
What you want in now? That thing was super lag. Yes, what it do, Israelite?
What it do, Hebrew? How you feeling?
Man, feeling good like a Hebrew should.
Oh, praise to the Most
Can't
High.
complain.
That's right. That's right. Man, what it's been like this week? You got anything with the current events?
Man, y'all already know that there's war going on. And y'all know that there's no signs of it slowing down. We ain't got no current events per se, but y'all can just look it up, anything about the war. I know we said they bombed a nuclear plant or oil plant, something today or yesterday, early morning, one of them days.
I was watching the news and caught a quick snippet of basically Trump was talking to the press, and they was like, "Why didn't you notify your allies?" I guess it was Japan asking.
Oh yeah, with that woman.
Yeah, they was like, "Why didn't you notify your allies that she was about to attack Iran?" And he was like, "Well, we didn't want. He's like, we want it to be a secret. We didn't notify anybody." He was like, "But y'all know about surprises, right? Remember Pearl Harbor?" So I think Japan knows better about surprises and not telling their allies than anybody Pearl Harbor. So it's just messy.
Oh, that boy arrogant, boy.
Yeah, he's arrogant. Then he's asking for like $2 billion more dollars.
I think it was trillion
for the military. And they're like, if the war's about to be over, why are y'all asking for so much more money?
Because it was war.
And he was like, well, it's just such a volatile world. And da-da-da-da-da. So, they asking for more money. I mean, he planning something. Then they said, are you going to put boots on the ground? No, we're not going to put boots on the ground. But if I was going to put boots on the ground, I wouldn't tell you.
Right.
So what that tell us?
So this is how much he's asking for money. So we know these missiles that we shooting ain't no cheap missiles.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy a couple things with the missiles. So it says, based on recent estimated regarding U.S. military actions, wars can cost taxpayers between $500 million and nearly $1 billion per day.
Mm.
And so it says Intel daily costs. Early high intensity phases of conflict, such as reported in 2026 conflict with Iran, can exceed $1 billion a day due to heavy use of expensive munitions, such as 3.5 million Tomahawk missiles. Operational costs. Air operations are the most expensive component, estimated about 30 million per day, while naval operations
30 million per day.
That's just gas. Then probably that's probably gas, and depending on how many times they got to go back out, and because them planes are certain of the ones, the fighter jets got missiles and bullets on them too.
Mm-hmm.
So once they use everything that they got to go back and re-up. The Naval Operation Carrier Group groups cost roughly $13 million per day per carrier. And they sending out a bunch of carriers, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I think a naval yard was blown up.
A U.S. one?
Yeah. I think a naval yard was blown up. I do some more research on it. I think I seen it like early this morning. But I was still in and out of that sleep.
Yeah, and it kind of crazy how we can't even tell what's real or fake. So
Mhm.
it's all kind of wars going on. It's the the actual war. It's the propaganda war.
Yeah.
It's AI.
Man, I noticed with that AI that you can tell by certain things with that AI. I seen one with what's some things called to shoot the missiles out that they be having in the deserts.
Like a RPG.
Nah, it's like you got the driver, you got the gunner up top,
Like
the tank.
Okay.
I seen a video of that of a tank riding down the street and hitting some cars, and there's folks in the way.
Yeah.
But the folks had the same pitch as before than they did after. It wasn't no chaos after the folks got ran over, and then you see the car turned around and following the tank. I'm like, man.
Yeah, you can tell a lot of
Yeah.
It's just the fact that every now and then they get one that you be like, I had to double look.
Yeah.
But just even, people scrolling and then the fake news stories, just
man, there's a lot of them
rumors. So it's like, it is really going down, but at the same time you got the fake news mixed in there with it. So it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But that just all go in the show. What we talking about, the timing that we in.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. The politics. We ain't even real. I wouldn't consider myself really political.
No, we could political with what the script talk about.
Yeah.
But as far as the worldly politics, we're not on that.
Yeah.
We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't vote. We don't get in affairs of the people, but we over here, so we got to know what's going down in the land that you at.
We stay privy, just stay privy to what's going on, and that's what we kind of want to rap about today. It's kind of like where we at and what is we doing right now to really keep ourselves in the right mind frame or get on the right mind frame to get ready, because it seemed like it's just about to shake. Like with the money, like what people gotta understand is this is our prophecy coming to unfold. So like, if you ain't getting about your oppa's business, what everybody about to be about their oppa's business, but what oppa do you serve? That's the question. Who is really your God in this last hour? Because this money thing about to flip. They won't even accept pennies no more.
Yeah.
So, you just got to pay attention. Like the Mashiach said, like, you can't observe the signs of the time. Like, you better start paying attention. Anytime they start implementing stuff, it don't happen like overnight. It start with a pen.
Yeah.
Then it'll be, hey, now ain't no nickels. Now it's no dimes. Like, look, y'all, ain't no change. We ain't accepting change. You can pay with your last little dollar bills, but don't expect no change back.
Yeah, and you see years prior, I think around COVID, when they started talking about not accepting no pennies, and then now after COVID, you want to round that up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Now it's always round up. Now I want to round up. Why I'm giving you extra?
Why would I want to give you some extra money?
Yeah, I'm give you. You ain't got the exact change.
You already taxed it.
Yeah. And this is another way for them to fade out the dollar bill. Just look at your debit card or your credit card with the chip on it. A way for them to phase it out.
Yep.
So if you ain't got exact change, okay, because regardless, you still gonna come up short on your change.
Yeah, you gonna come up.
So they're gonna fade that out. And now everything's gonna be done on.
That's why they like
the cards.
You round up. Sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose the change anyway, getting you used to it where you go ahead and round up. Because I don't even feel like going through it. Because they'll probably be like, well, we can transfer it over in Bitcoin to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you got, you know what, just round it up. I ain't feel like going through the show. So they about to gain all the little chump change and add that up into the trillion.
Yeah.
They got something for you around every corner.
Every corner. And they've been on it. We just now getting put on it.
Yeah.
So what's up with this emergency message for these streets?
We on emergency message part 2, man. You know, we just want to speak to the streets, speak to the people, speak about accountability, speak about, you know, really that's the message, man. Accountability, like as men, you know, and women, but just order in the house, order in the court, because everything is out of order. You know, now you hear the dude D1. I was trying to find that video out. You know,
the Louisiana rapper?
Yeah, dude. But he like a Christian type rapper.
Yeah, he about bringing peace to awareness to the hip hop culture.
Yeah, so I guess the NBA was about to do a strip club theme night at the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh.
Yeah, but he stepped out there and was like, hey, look, we protesting this. This ain't right. It's going to be children there. It's going to be families there. Like, it's not a good look. You know, so he got it called off. I guess some of the cats was mad, whatever. You know, like, man, you stop in the bag. You stop in the bag.
Yeah, okay. I think I seen that last night, but then I thought they were talking about the rapper.
The rapper.
NBA YoungBoy. I thought they were talking about him, but I didn't get into the looking into it or reading the whole thing. But I did see that somebody put a hit out on him or something like this.
Something like that. Like I seen one rapper there, he was like, man, you know, you stopping like he had a whole diss about him. You know, he rapping, he put some scriptures in there. You know, he dissing the dude, but he using scriptures to diss him about stopping, you know, some debauchery from going on. So I'm like, man, look at the mindset though. You know, it just had me looking at it like, this is crazy. Like,
yeah, because I mean, D1 got a perfect argument.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because whether it's soft teasing or stripping or however you decide that you're gonna do it, this how you know the NBA is up, because if you notice, last year was the last year for TNT network on the NBA.
Okay.
Yeah. So Shaq, Kenny, and Charles, they all got moved to another station. You know what I'm saying? And so they got moved to another station, and then a year before that or 2 years before that, they came out with the in-season championship. They got the little customized floor or whatnot, and then you get an in-season championship before you get to the actual championship.
So this is a whole different.
It's a whole new thing. So they're trying to make it more entertaining because they lost their biggest network. So NBA is basically on borrowed time. So now they coming up with different ideas to keep folks entertained, because I didn't watch no games this year.
Yeah.
I didn't watch no football game or no basketball games this year. I barely watched a football game this year.
That's wild. So you say you think it might just fizzle out?
That's what it's going to end up. I mean, because you see, like the women's basketball, that's starting to that's going to fade out. A lot of folks don't watch women's basketball.
Yeah. But
you know, the women's is complaining about they pay. We basically make the same, Mark.
Yeah.
We basically make the same.
And they superstars.
But they superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff, Babylon's falling, huh?
Man.
Huh?
Yeah.
The circus is falling.
Tell y'all, try to tell, don't get too comfortable.
Don't get
lame.
Yeah. All this stuff is falling.
Yeah.
So, and it's all gonna fall.
And now you look at how many hours they had you in front of the stupid tube, Bob.
Yeah.
Drooling. look at it, and the root word of sport is disport, which means distraction, keep you entertained. And see, I'm telling y'all, every time these folks is done with something, that's when they give it to you.
Yeah, and I think we looked this up before too. I'm gonna pull it up again.
Yeah. Man, we ain't even got in the script yet, but it's a good opening because that's all what's happening right now. That's all happening right now. And it's like, this was the whole reason why we got into the scriptures in the first place.
Mm-hmm. See if I can find it. Man, what's the word that they used to do their stuff in, like gladiators and all that?
Yeah, they used to do the gladiator.
Yeah, what?
The Coliseum.
Yeah. Okay, bam. Here we go. So ain't nothing new under the sun. Let's go ahead and share this real quick for the people. Different faces, but the different styles, but the stuff is still there. So y'all see this, man. The old domes. There we go. We up there. So we see this how all the domes look back in the ancient days, and this was their entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the gladiators was coming, knocking niggas down. This is where capital punishment was at. Throw you in there with them lions. I ain't fed them lions in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now they throw you in there. Now you fighting for your life, and it's never fair. About 2-3 lines in there is just you. So and nowhere where you gonna turn. You gonna make that win. Unless you got protected by the Most High. So ain't nothing new under the sun. And
It's being using the same tactic.
Yeah. Now.
And they, and Rome was always at war and stuff too. So this type of stuff keep people with something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Kept
them entertained, kept them distracted.
Keep them entertained, keep them distracted, keep the fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So Babylon got something for you at every corner, every turn.
Now look at the new domes. They got roofs on them now. They got roofs on them.
Comfortable for you to sit longer.
Yeah.
Be more comfortable.
They got roofs on. They got AC.
Mm-hmm. They'll bring you a drink.
Yeah, bring you a drink, bring you some food. Got TVs we can watch other games. These stadiums, these coliseums look nice.
Man.
Millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying?
And some on the roof come off, so you can represent your old school style.
Yeah, slide back on. Let the top back. So this is the emergency measure that we're talking about, huh?
Yeah, we bringing it to current times. That's the whole point. Let's go. Can you pull up the Apocrypha? Baruch chapter 2. Well, first, let's do this.
Go ahead.
Let's go Isaiah 28 and 10, man. Because this is what I've been on. This is what I've been really looking at. We just gotta keep it real. We gotta keep it real because we're going before the people, and we got a purpose, and our purpose is to get y'all on y'all purpose, and y'all purpose should be for the Most High. So our purpose is the ministry which is basically the servitude of Yahuwah, so we can get y'all to join the fight or to enhance your fight or enhance your walk, or if it don't enhance you, at least at minimum edify you, so we are at least vibing on the same level, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to get on the same page. You know, a lot of us don't have like elders that we could go to, or like you might not feel like you got an elder you could go to because let's say you don't have nobody that's in the Hebrew walk really, but you got elders that's in the church or something like that. You know, some people might be in a dilemma like that, or some folks might have, you know, a camp around or something like that, and we might be getting a teaching from that. But one thing about it is you just want to be very careful, especially in these last days, because the Mashiach does warn us time and time again, don't be deceived. Mm-hmm. Right? He said, don't be deceived. And then it tells us to study to show yourself approved.
2 Timothy 2:15.
And you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So this is an individual walk. Mm.
So you're saying, nobody can help you. Nobody's going to be there to be accountable for you on that great white day.
Yo.
And that's what you're saying,
Yo, everybody's accountable for themselves.
So everybody going to have their own book. Is they book going to say, Vern was there with me. Can I bring Vern up to the front?
Ain't no collaborations on that book, man.
So this is a solo album.
It's a solo album.
Oh.
Everybody got it. You might say you ain't no solo artist, but everybody got a solo album.
Huh?
Yeah.
We.
Mm-hmm. You can't hide in the background and just try to mess your vocals in and be like, yeah, I know I'll be off key, but they gonna carry me. Nah, you gotta hit that note this time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you about to get exposed.
A warning message to the streets, huh?
Yes, sir.
Emergency message.
Yes, sir. So look what it say here. Let's jump up to 9 right quick.
Yes, sir.
All right, look. Really, man, we got to jump up a little bit because we talk about context. Right?
Yeah.
All right, let's start at verse 5. It say, in that day shall Yahuwah of hosts be for a crown of glory and for a diadem of beauty unto the residue of his people. So like it's like a crown, you know what I'm saying? A diadem, like I think that's like the Greek word for a crown.
Like that residue of his people.
It's just a residue of his people.
Yeah.
So that show you, man, that
he left something behind.
Man.
Huh?
All Israel ain't Israel type talk.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It said, and for a spirit of judgment to him that sitteth in judgment, and for strength to them that turn the bow to the gate. They also have erred through wine. So these are the leaders. It says they also have erred through wine and through strong drink are out of the way. They're getting a little too tipsy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they indulge in a little too much. The priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink. These are people that's supposed to have a vision. They're supposed to have a vision and they erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment. So this is not a good thing. This is bad judgment from the leaders of who you're supposed to be looking to. For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean. So, man, just imagine this. It's like saying, man, well, we got all these camps out here. We got all these assemblies. And he's like, man, look, all of it stank to me. Everything y'all do, all y'all feast days, man, all that church going on, all y'all Islam, all of that stink. And you say you're brewing, it stink. Yeah. Hello, hey, it get tight, don't it? That get tight. So he's saying that's a standard that's not getting lived up to, and y'all are supposed to be the ones bringing it to the people, and y'all are so far off. It said, whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
So you got to crawl before you can walk.
You do. You got to crawl.
You can't just jump out there and say you know it.
Yeah, and check that out with that. When you get weaned from the breast, ain't it baby steps?
Mm-hmm.
So like people think that you're gonna come into the truth and then just be like, I found out who I am. Oh, and start levitating. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it's like, it's okay, now what? Step 1, step 2, step 3. You know what I'm saying? It's growth to
It's
that.
the blueprint.
It's the blueprint.
No, that's what we started out with. It's with the blueprint.
Yes, the blueprint.
Come on, man.
So, you know, as a child developed, you know, spent all that time with their mother. You know what I'm saying? And you start catching them rhythmic hums or A, B, C, D. Now the child learn that ABC.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, mama, dada. Now the child know how to say mama, dad. That comes from spending time.
Spending time.
They was getting weaned from the breast. But we act like, oh man, I've been in the truth, man, 6 months, man. Shoot, I'm ready for meat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for this meat. Like, nah, man, you might not be there yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You're choking on the gristle.
You choking on gristle, and you know what I'm saying? That's not good. So just fall back. But so keep in mind, these are the leaders, and they're drunk with wine, and they're upset that Isaiah keep coming to them with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 commandments. Y'all can't get past 1, 2, 3, so we can get to 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
So they upset. So it's a mocking tone that they're speaking with. So in verse 10, when they say, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little, there a little. What he's saying is actually Isaiah has been coming to them, breaking it down line per line. So as you probably seen us do several times on this podcast, we'll go from the beginning of the chapter all the way through. A lot of times we done that. You know what I'm saying? That's along the lines of what Isaiah was talking about. What we done started doing is taking it for precept over here in this book, and then precept all the way over here in book of 1 John. And 1 John wasn't even out yet.
Yeah.
So how would they be precept in 1 John with anything over here in Isaiah? Like, they wasn't doing it like that. They was breaking down one whole book at a time. Like it said, when they was in the time of Nehemiah, I think that was in Nehemiah 8.
Mm-hmm.
But correct me if I'm wrong. When they found the Torah, they end up reading the Torah from was it morning to midday?
Yeah, the law.
Yeah,
they read the law from morning to noonday. I think that's how they said it. So
morning to noonday. So that don't happen from jumping here and there. That's a straight consecutive breaking it down. Now, when you get to a part that is, you could say, precept with something from the past, you'll be able to reference that because we done been through this whole story. So by time from Exodus, by the time they read Exodus and got through Deuteronomy, they was able to say, oh, okay, it makes sense why he's saying this in Deuteronomy because this is to the second generation that's going into the land.
Mm-hmm.
It would make sense chronologically. Can you click on the words for precept upon precept, the interlinear? Because we can show them how it's pronounced. So basically, what's happened, Doc, is, you know, the doctrine and gone out that this is how you're supposed to study the Bible. Precept over here, precept over there, and that's not necessarily what this is talking about. Is that technically wrong that we draw a precept over here and a precept over there? That's not technically wrong as long as it's in context.
Yeah.
But if it's out of context, now you become into some falsehood teaching.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's important to make sure the context is lining up. So you see them you see that word right there?
Strong's H6673. Salve. Salve.
Say salve.
TS.
Second entry.
Uh-huh.
Salve.
Okay, yeah.
Salve.
Salve. Yeah.
Go back one time. Can you go back to where you see the whole verse?
Yeah.
Try to press that. Just go back to
You want the first one, the 86673?
the whole verse. Like click on that just like that. Like hit tools.
Tools.
Yeah, over on the web.
Oh.
Yes, I see it's a little different than on the phone. Yeah, if you hit tools.
No, it took me back.
And then,
It took me out.
It took you all the way up.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, what you trying to look for? How to say it? Or?
Yeah, the whole verse. Just like that. So you see that whole verse up there?
Mm-hmm.
Them is the words. That word you just looked up is that second word. So it say ki sav, la sav, sav, la sav, kav, la kav, kav, la kav, za'er, sham, za'er, sham. So that's how it's kind of said. So imagine them saying it kind of sarcastically. Like Ki sav, la sav, sav, la sav, kav, la kav, kav, la kav, zair, sham, zair, sham.
Yeah.
It's like blah 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 blah. Like that's literally what's going on there. They're mocking him. So the Most High said, "Hey, look, with this same ABC strategy that y'all wanted to overlook and mock the prophet on, this is what's gonna be the same thing that hold y'all up. Them same commandments that y'all want to mock. So this is what I'm saying. All right, this is what I'm likening it to. If we out here doing a ministry, and not just us, right? But if the Most High got a people out here in the land doing a ministry, going out there to the people, teaching them, hey, look, y'all, we got to stop sinning. We got to become family oriented. We got to get about the system. We got to get our minds up out of the stronghold that they got on our minds. And then our people continue to reject that. And it's the same pattern that you see time to time, just like Noah's Ark.
Mm-hmm.
So he's showing you human nature with the rejection of that which come that is in the name of righteousness. Anytime you become righteous, you're gonna have opposition. Now, if you do something negative, you do something wicked, you're gonna have a whole bunch of friends, a whole bunch of people want to get involved.
Man, we just read that today. Being hated for the Most High's sake. To the short leggeds.
We'll bring it up.
Let's see. Matthew 10 and 22.
10 and 22.
And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So just letting y'all know that there's gonna be a lot of trials and tribulation just by you saying that you follow the Most High and His only beloved Son, Yahushua HaMashiach.
That's right.
There's gonna be a lot of hate, a lot of snares are gonna be in the way. But he that endures to the end, or to your end, whenever the Most High decide to call you home, that's your end. So every day you gotta do your due diligence to make sure that you doing that you standing on what that the Son stood on, because it's gonna be worse for us than it was for him. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta prepare yourself. So you gotta get it in.
Man, the 2 Timothy 3 and 1 and 2.
Let me see.
2 Timothy 3, in the first and second verse. And like the thing I think is crazy too is if you didn't live before this day and age, you probably don't even understand what life was really like before the current stage. You know what I mean? Like our parents were telling us stuff like, I used to have to walk 3 miles to school. You know what I mean? Like we didn't necessarily experience that. We might walk to school a couple of blocks or something.
I probably walked that.
About 3 miles off. Okay, you're old school.
Yeah, I'm trying to walk that.
So some of us can relate to our parents, right? I don't think a lot of these generation can relate.
Nah,
They're not walking to school. They're not even going to school.
they gonna Uber
They on Uber or they
ain't going.
or they ain't going. They on their tablet at home, on their laptop. They give them at home. So it's just like certain stuff they can't even connect with this generation, and you can't even look back like a little bit within that generation to see a change. It's just like instant how they came out with. It's how they born with social media now. You know what I mean? And like that's an issue because it distorts reality. It distorts reality. So like y'all don't really know the temperature. You know what I'm saying? You know, you kind of stick your head in the room, kind of be like, man, you know, let me check the temperature. I see like everybody cool, okay. If you don't really know the people and know the vibe, you don't know what the temperature is. So you step in, everybody quiet. You think they're just quiet people, but you ain't know that they ain't talking because they into it. You know what I mean? But if you knew them, you'd be like, man, they usually more talkative. They walking in the other room, slamming doors. You just think it's normal. You don't know these people. So how you gonna check the climate? Y'all don't really know reality. So how could you check the climate? You just going off what they telling you. You going off the surface level. When the news come on, boom, 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 that's what it is. When social media come on, boom, 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 that's what it is. When people telling you, oh, it's okay to be gay, it's okay to whatever, do perks. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know the climate because this is all they've been taught. They've been taught, oh yeah, acceptance. So what's your pronouns? What's your pronouns?
Man, I went to the dentist's office yesterday. I was filling out the paperwork. Why I asked for your gender, old school style, male or female.
Okay.
So I put male. Then it said right next to it, preferred gender. I'm like, I just checked the man thing.
Yeah.
And then on the side of that, it said pronoun. I said, y'all making these applications too long just to be seen.
Yeah.
Adding all this other stuff on here.
My man.
That's it and that's all.
Talk about preferred. What you prefer to be though? Like, nah, that's just what it is. That's the thing. What you prefer to be. So y'all is broke. Y'all prefer to be rich. So y'all run around acting like y'all is and y'all ain't got it.
Yeah, y'all acting like y'all confounding to the world. So you can make other people feel accepted, but make you feel uncomfortable at the same time.
And that's what it's about. It's about making folks feel like it's all good, feel comfortable in where they at. Oh man, you don't gotta change. Everything just to get more comfortable. Even some of these little workout machinery, they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna work this and that, but you can just sit down and do it. Like that's too comfortable.
Yeah, man.
Get up and get to it.
We got one of them wishy-washy dudes at the gig, and that nigga, he gonna say, well, this when I think Obama was still in office when he came out with all that transgender stuff and all that.
Yeah.
He nigga said, I've been knowing I was a girl since I was born. I said, what? You got male parts. What you mean you knew you was a girl?
I said,
man, most of y'all don't make no mistake. So he didn't finally try to switch everything over. Changed his name and everything. Said what his name was. Because I called him by his actual name.
oh, okay.
He said, it's Emily. I looked at him and said, yeah, okay. I walked out. I said, man, I don't care about what you want to be called. I'm calling you what I knew you was before. You was already weird.
You can't switch it up now.
Hey, I met you at Scott. I'm gonna call you Scott.
Yeah, like this ain't
I'm
something
saying this dude's
honorable.
name
Like
there.
a woman that got married and got a name change. Like that's honorable. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We're gonna honor that Mrs. Such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, you is a whole abomination out
Yeah.
here.
It,
Man.
boy, it's so confused. Man, if I tell you the situation, like you be like, man, they straight confused.
Yeah.
Because he got a chick, but she thinks he a dude.
See, that's
it's
confusion.
so crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like
Yeah, that's confusion.
straight confusion, straight stupid.
So you is a dude trying to go for a sex change to become a woman, and then you with a woman that's trying to go for a sex change
Right.
to be a dude. Why don't you just be yourselves?
Be your natural born self. It's not their whole.
Y'all was in something that wasn't an abomination. Y'all was normal.
Y'all
Y'all chose to become abomination.
defiled the bed.
All right.
Crazy work.
That's crazy work. That's great. So you know what I'm saying? But it's them type of situations that bring us to, these type of verses. Let's look at 2 Timothy 3:1. All right, man. This is real talk.
Real talk. This is what the streets is on.
That's what they on, man. It's wild. All right, it say this. 2 Timothy 3:1. It say, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Mm.
So let's look up perilous real quick. Right?
Yes, sir.
It don't sound too good.
Now,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Strong's G 5467. Chalipas. Chalipas.
Man, he's saying it for you, so I don't have to.
Chalipas.
I like pause. But if you look at the definitions, hard to do, to take, to approach, hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, harsh, fierce, savage.
Woo!
What do they say that is today? They
Is they savage.
savage.
Mm.
Savage. This is the savage time.
And we gonna see how savage people who savage is.
Yeah.
We gonna see.
We're gonna see.
Cause these times right here that it's talking about, boy, it's gonna be a lot of self offense. They can't take it.
They're gonna take themselves out of the game.
They're gonna take themselves out the game, thinking it's gonna be better on the other side.
And it ain't never gonna get better for them.
Boy, one of them archangels gonna be right there waiting on you.
Come on, right here.
Yeah, come on. Step into my office.
Reserved right for you right there. You one of them type.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's say dangerous. Not what I don't know where y'all from, but here in the NAP, somebody say be safe going home. They say, man, you stay dangerous.
Yeah.
They say you better stay safe and dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And you stay safe by staying dangerous. That's literally the mentality here.
Mm-hmm.
So these are dangerous times. These are troublesome times that are hard to bear. Like these are the times that we are in, and this is gonna intensify. This is the baby mode. This is easy mode right now. This hard times is on easy mode right now. It's about to get nothing but worse and worse and worse. Just in the grocery store, and the dude is like, "Oh my goodness!" Like, he really flipping out in the aisle, like about the prices.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Man, I just got some cheese to make some sandwiches this week." Like, what? Look at this price. And I'm like, man, you got to pay to play. It's gracious. But like everybody feeling it. I know people walking around stunned and still getting, certain designers and everything like that. Ain't nothing wrong with designer if that's your thing. Mm-hmm. It's just my interest is into more beneficial things that's gonna pay off in the long run. Solar energy, whales and things like that, things for survival, because you can't live off of Nike.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Or whatever, your Juicy Couture or whoever's popping now, because they might say, oh, he's still stuck on Juicy, nobody use Juicy no more. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. It's going to be another brand later on. When we was growing up, it was Iceberg, Fubu. It was, Aeropostale for the little preps and stuff.
Yeah.
All that. Old Navy was coming out. Gap, all that was coming out. But, what else we had? We probably still had Coogee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Coogee was out.
But the thing is, none of that is popping no more.
Yeah, you ain't taking that on no Jacob's Trouble.
You ain't taking that in Jacob's Trouble.
No, sir.
No, it's not popping no more. Nobody's caring about it no more. Nobody. So, somebody's name is on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when this trouble hit, it's not going to be like, COVID-19. There might be some COVID-19 in there, but that was easy mode. Them was all tests.
Mm-hmm.
All of this is a test to lead up to the big boy.
Mm-hmm.
It says perilous time shall come. So that's what perilous means. Perilous means stay dangerous. It's a verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. Men shall be lovers of their own selves.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you see this happening. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I know a cat that was in court, and the judge said, you need to do this, this, and that to get your child back. And this dude said, I don't want to, Your Honor. He said, I don't want to, Your Honor. You know what I'm saying? What kind of man says he don't want to do the work to have his children out of the system?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a man who's a lover of himself.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we see. We see lovers of selves. We also see a lot of women, and this is what they said. They said, you hear a woman, I'm not saying in all incidences, right? But a lot of these fast-living women, they'll get pregnant, and then they'll say they had a miscarriage, and a lot of that be them getting abortions.
Yeah.
So they're saying that a lot of times you hear a woman say she got a miscarriage, she really dropped that A-bomb on it.
Mm-hmm. Murder.
Yeah. So that's lover of self, right? I'm just saying, even if, and a lot of times that takes place because of pride. Can't let nobody know that happened, right? So you're willing to kill a whole life. You see what I'm saying? You're willing to kill a life instead of, you got to give it up for adoption.
Man, what we told the short leggers today, we was reading about, Cain and Abel in one of the lessons. And we said, you can hide some things from the people that you be around some of the time, but you can't never hide anything from the Most High.
Mm.
You can never. So
Yeah.
even if, like I told Trey, I said, man, you can go around and be a bully and slap everybody that you come into contact with.
Yeah.
I said, but eventually, I said, you're going to get 2 punishments. I said, because you're going to get that punishment of somebody on this earth. You're going to see you doing that to somebody, or you're going to hit the wrong person. And
It's not going to work out.
it ain't going to work out for you.
Yeah.
I said, now, every time you slap somebody, that's getting written down in your book. And eventually, you're going to have to pay for it where it gets stamped with the Most High seal on it, that it's finished, that you've been sentenced for this crime.
Mm.
So you can't hide nothing from the Most High. So no matter what we try to do on this earth, where you get your abortions, where you secretly beat your wife, or you secretly cheated on your husband, or vice versa, everybody got their own personal.
Yeah.
I always say they got their own personal public defender.
Mm.
Everything get written down.
Yeah.
Not one word was missed.
And he said he can be judged for every idle word.
Every idle word. He got eyes and ears everywhere. So what is that telling you?
Mm.
What is that telling you?
Dang.
Most High is no plaything.
No plaything. Oh man, look, we just going through and say so that's lovers of that self-love.
Mm-hmm.
It's a covetous. That is basically spirit of jealousy and spirit of wanting. Now I don't know all these cats, but it's a big. Okay, I know Rampage Jackson was there with the other big dude, workout, light skinned brother, and a little YouTuber.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you talking about? I know you're talking about.
He was with his wife. The bodybuilder had his wife there.
Yeah, he young cat.
Little young cat kept trying.
Yeah.
Hey man, she up for grabs. Hey, what's happening, shorty? Hey, big dude say, hey man, chill out. They trying to tell him chill.
Yeah, he spared.
He spared him. Then he tried it again.
Yeah,
hands on man.
I just seen that the other day too, and I think it's fake because I don't think a man or a man who's married to her is gonna allow that to go on for so long.
For that long.
You know what I'm saying? Now if you didn't. Now I'll give you one pass. You may not have known that she was married.
I mean, I think they knew she was married from jump.
Oh well, then if you knew, then it should have been some immediate action behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know, I seen a video after that. I got this dude been taking a lot of L's. He got into it with some other dude.
The YouTuber?
The YouTuber. He didn't got elbowed in his head.
Oh, so he out here trolling.
He out here getting done.
Yeah, see this generation of folks, man, is anything for a like or a follow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this person is known for trolling people who lose their cool quick.
Yeah, because
we just seen Rampage Jackson tore up a door.
Yeah,
that nigga you don't want to mess with. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta stop. Well, this generation gotta stop doing things just for likes. And I can't even say be yourself, because if he's doing that for likes, then that's being himself.
Yeah.
But you think our generation was bad?
They amped up on this.
These niggas on steroids.
Yeah. So they covetous, you know what I'm saying? They see what you got, they want it. They see your woman, they want it. They see you got a car. They don't be like, oh man, congratulations on him getting his car. They be like, why you get that car? Why he just ought to have that car, man? Like, I feel like he should have that car. I should have that car.
I've been putting in as much work as he did.
Nah, did he pull up like that?
I'm still driving the Prius.
Like, man, maybe we want to do something to him. Like, what? That's wild. But that's the spirit that's on these people.
Same spirit that was on Cain.
Yep.
Most High came to him. If you would have did good, you'd have got a blessing too. But don't sit there and let sin sit at the door, because now that's gonna be on your heart to do whatever that you thinking about doing. Come on, man.
Come on. So, that's what's going on. They covetous. So, like, see, we be using scriptural principles all day in our talk, but you didn't ever read the scripture, so you didn't know. You just said they was hating. You said, oh, man, they hating. Oh, man, he a hater. They be biting, whatever. You just using a modern day term, but it's really covetous. And then they boasters. So they boasting on themselves. That's all that's in this music, all that's in this culture.
I got this. I got that.
I got that.
I'm self-made.
Yeah.
Come on, nigga. You ain't make nothing.
And then these scammers, they get you to buy into their programs and then promise that you're going to get.
The pyramid.
Mm-hmm. It ain't nothing but a modern day pyramid scheme. It's just online now.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, people's going door to door. You have to call the number, then probably sit on a phone call with 30 people on the line.
The casino.
You feel me?
A casino.
So, but boasters, man. Boasters, people that's just boasting, proud. They showed the inside the Manosphere documentary on Netflix. A lot of them guys, they was boasting about things. How much money they getting off of these streams and stuff like that. But then after the episode aired, a lot of them guys, it was relationships was over.
Yeah.
With their woman and stuff. Got arrested, one of the dudes, because he put hands on somebody, like on camera or something. So it's just like, You know, when you
They zoned out.
yeah, and
They tunnel vision.
they go with proud, you know, like really a lot of these go together. Proud and blasphemers. I feel like the boasting, proud, and blasphemers all go together because pride is the root of all of this.
Mhm.
Pride is the root of sin. You know, Hashatan fell from the Shamayim because of the pride. So it's like once you become proud, you know, you be boasting. They say blasphemers. You know, people talking bad about the Most High, and that's what they was talking about in that D1 diss.
Mhm.
You know, dude was blaspheming the Most High, basically. You know, yeah, D1 might be a Christian, but he's coming from a scriptural standpoint, as far as I can see, at minimum, right?
Mhm.
But
Ain't telling you nothing
he
wrong.
ain't telling you nothing wrong, as far as I can see, right? Like
Mhm.
now, as far as your convictions and your study and your allegiance to, you know, just being worshiping, and what the difference between the average Christian and a Hebrew is spirit and truth is what
Mhm.
Yahushua said you should worship. He said the time has come that you should worship the Abba in spirit and in truth. So a lot of Christians, they got a good spirit on them, technically, of a spirit of willingness to learn, willingness to profess their faith, things of that nature. They're struggling with the truth part. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't telling you nothing wrong. Shouldn't be no strip club in the kid when the kids is around.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be this culture of promoting killing, but then when one of your favorite rappers get killed, it's
Oh man, pray for him, man. He shouldn't deserve that.
why he didn't deserve it when his whole album is about that.
Murder and killing,
Yeah.
raping.
What
What we talking about?
What we doing? So, you know, that's proud. And then blasphemers, disobedient to parents.
Mm.
Now we see that, man. And see, the system is encouraging this with all these little stupid laws that they think they're putting in place. They think they can really get the parents to be fearful or to sit here and be like, oh no, I got spared a rod. They act like we're gonna spare the rod. Like, nah. And see, that's why you gotta go with the scriptures.
Mhm.
But see, society gonna tell you, did you know that's psychologically bad for you to whoop your children? Like, shut up. So, cause like, who am I gonna listen to? Am I gonna listen to the word, or am I gonna listen to the world when I can see y'all children is out of hand?
Out of hand, out of line.
They
Just,
just
you remember that video? It was a grandmother and like 3 or 4 of her grandkids. And short leggers didn't like what the grandma was saying. The oldest one, ended up knocking her down. Then they jumped the grandma.
no, remember that.
Man, I'm gonna find it, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you love your children, correct your children.
Yeah.
Whoop your children if you deem it's necessary. Now, is there a right way and a wrong way to do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there too much of a
Yeah.
whooping? Yeah. Do enough where they get the point. Sit them down when they get done crying. Talk to them.
This is what
And this is what happened.
Yeah, this is why I had to do that. Now I do give my pops that, you know, I had to get some whoopings, y'all.
Boy,
I had to get a few whoopings.
yeah,
you
shit,
know?
my last whooping was 16.
Yeah, I think that happens to everybody. I don't know what it is. I think everybody's parents be like, if they start to smell themselves, let me just go ahead and tag them. Because they happens to all of us right at 16.
Yeah.
Wow, just had to
My
tag.
daddy didn't do that. He was going to. He was like, we was playing Tom.
Yeah.
And I was tearing him up. We was playing for quarters.
Oh, yeah.
All his quarters became mine. He get mad. I said, I don't know what I said, but it wasn't nothing disrespectful.
Yeah.
He said, what? You trying to fight me? I said, what? No.
Yeah.
No, I ain't trying to do that.
Nixie,
I said, man, I said, he ain't about to whoop me no more, so I don't need no more whooping.
Yeah.
Man, this nigga too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, he too big, man.
Man, and you know, and this go directly against the 10 Commandments because it say, honor thy father and thy mother that your days may be long. But as you see, a lot of children's lives and days getting cut short.
Yeah, just like old boy last week, the one that went missing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was only 18. You don't know 17 or 18, one or
I
two.
think 18 I'm hearing.
But 9 times out of 10, he was probably still living at home with his folk.
Yeah.
But he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then obviously the end result of that was death.
Yeah.
And now we've seen that the people he was with or associated with, now they ain't talking to the police. Even that kid's mom is not even cooperating with the police last time I checked.
So you ain't no justice for you. Don't nobody know what happened to you.
You did now.
You just because you was
he was over here.
Yeah.
Hey, he ran out. He was on something we ain't chasing.
Period.
That's it.
That's your life.
You know what I'm saying?
You thought you was living. You 18.
The streets is a cold game. Streets is a cold game. They don't care about you.
You're disobedient to parents, and you think because you 17, even 18, you think you don't got to listen to your parents. But like the thing is, just common sense. Who's gonna care for you more? Somebody who's more invested. Who's more invested in you than your parents? You know what I'm saying? Literally, they got paid for you. So who's more invested in your parents? So like, we be taking advice from people who ain't even invested in us. We take advice from social media. We take advice from friends. We take advice from just people who we look at that we think doing something.
Influencers.
And
they ain't living nothing near what they talking about.
It be a fraud. And then we got the Most High who's invested in us. And we be like, well, what if I try to finesse it?
Who knew you before you was in your mother's womb?
Who know you better than that?
Huh?
Don't nobody know you better than that. But once again, we gotta try to think outside the grain and try something extra and try to add something to it. It don't work like that. So just stick to the basics. Be obedient to your parents. You'll live longer. And honor thy father. Do something honorable. Don't be on OnlyFans. That's not honorable.
Nah.
Being a dope boy, that's not honorable. I'm not saying that everybody's just in a position right now where they got it like that, but you got to start thinking that if I am up somewhere, how can I convert this into some legal money? Yeah. I'm just saying that would be the most logical thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep living on borrowed time. Then it say unthankful. I'm saying unthankful. You know what I'm saying? You do something for somebody, but they just be acting like you had to. They're not thankful. They don't give thanks to the Most High. And then, matter of fact, they take the credit away from the Most High and give it to the universe. Yeah. Or give it to themselves, their ancestors. You're supposed to be thankful to the Most High. And that go with the last one. Say unholy or not set apart. And then in the next verse, without natural affection. I mean, sometimes we do ourselves, sometimes it's like we torture ourselves a little hard because we might follow a page or look at some of them posts and be like, why did I watch that? But I ain't gonna lie, I follow a page to be showing some things. But sometimes I do be looking at it like, people really get messed up out here.
Yeah.
And like, I'm talking about getting murdered. And that's not natural effects. People standing over boys, dumping them down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pulling up, and then they show the different countries. Dude pulled up in some little Taiwan or something. They ride a lot of scooters.
Yeah.
Pulled up on the scooter behind dude on the in traffic. Just blew his brains out back in traffic. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like no natural affection. They showing everybody rigor mortis up. They say truce breakers. That's what you're looking at with a lot of these nations. You're looking at a lot of truce breakers, and then that's why you be so alarmed when you hear, oh dang, I thought Putin and Trump was cool. Like, nah, they all are snakes.
Yeah.
They're all snakes. They say false accusers. incontinent. It say fierce, despisers of those that are good. That's a big one right there. Despisers of those that are good. So here's the thing: you gotta know if you good or not. Like if you good, you gotta know that they're gonna persecute you, like I keep said earlier, for righteousness' sake. That's what's gonna. And this is what we're telling you. This is what you should be getting ready for. This is what's to come. This is the emergency. Get ready, but a lot of y'all don't have to worry about it because you're not good.
You're gonna follow. We see what the background is on there. Y'all gonna follow that.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna follow the Antichrist because y'all ain't mentally prepared to go through this. Y'all can't see yourself without your children, or you can't see yourself or your children starving, waiting for the next meal during this time.
Y'all can't even see y'all children without Christmas gifts under the package.
Right, or birthdays.
Yeah. So
and then the adults themselves, it's my birthday. We celebrating all month.
All month. Oh, we out of town. Hey, listen, y'all, family coming, roads is shut down. Can't nobody get out the city. They coming to check for your chip. These things is coming. And then we still gotta get these last minute gifts. Hey man, your rations are about to expire. You better go get your rations for the month where you be hungry.
Your dollar bill ain't gonna buy Nathaniel. Nothing.
You better go get your rations. You ain't gonna be thinking about birthday. You ain't gonna be thinking about Christmas. You're gonna be thinking about.
I ain't thinking about no wigs, no eyelashes, no Timbs, no Jordans.
You're gonna be running around looking like the Yoshi that you are.
Boy.
No
edges. I was just going with the flow. But we talking about everybody.
That's script.
We talking about everybody. We're not just talking about this one particular person, because there's more than one person that wear wigs and all them things, nails. Ain't no cosmetics.
It is, but Isaiah 3:18,
yes, get there.
Because it is script though. Because man, the Most High didn't put none of this fake stuff on you. Isaiah 3:16.
I start running it out that room. Go ahead, bro.
It say, moreover, Yahuwah saith, because the daughters.
What did you say?
Isaiah 3:16.
Thought you said 18. Okay.
It say, I'm gonna go down to 18. It say, moreover, Yahuwah saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, so they're prideful, right? A haughty spirit before the destruction, a proud spirit before the fall, right? A haughty spirit before the fall. So the daughters of Zion is walking around here about to fall because they walk around haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes. Then explain to them what that is, how the women be getting you with their looks.
They had them cum catchers on.
Oh man.
That's what they was called.
Yeah.
That's what they were for. They was for the hookers.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? And
they cut their eyes at you.
They bat them like Betty Boop.
Yeah. And that was all taught to us through the imagery. Just like you said, the Betty Boop,
Tweety Bird done it.
What's the lady? What's the white lady? Dolly Parton, not Dolly Parton, but
Pamela Anderson.
All of them, all the little sex symbols, right?
Yeah. But
they all do that where they look at you, they bat their eyes, bat the eyelids, looking at you seductively. But we learned that behavior, and can't nobody do it like an Israelite sister. So if she in her bag and she feeling herself, who gonna stop an Israelite sister from feeling herself? It say, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go. You know what I'm saying? They walking that walk and making a tinkling with their feet. They had ornaments on we stayed with some accessories on.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, Yahuwah will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahuwah will discover their secret parts.
Mm.
So, what's your secret parts? Sound like your loins.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a scab on your head. It's taking away your beauty, man. Y'all like you like all your wigs and weave and
Gluing it down.
edges, huh?
Gluing them down.
Gluing them down. Yeah, you're gonna need that because you're gonna not have any hair on your head. It says, in that day, Yahuwah will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their round tires like the moon. You got some nice jewelry on, that's not gonna be there. The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewelry. Y'all mean tell me y'all have this? It says the changeable suits of apparel.
Mm.
You know, all that closet that you got, all that wardrobe and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink.
Mm.
It's gonna be stink on the daughters of Zion. And instead of a girdle, a rank. And instead of a well hair, baldness. See?
Mm.
And y'all put chemicals in y'all hair, and y'all don't listen to the dietary laws, and y'all don't do nothing that the most I tell you. He tell you don't walk around with all this braided hair, right? Let your hair rest. All this tension on your hair. And then y'all be like, well, I wonder why these dudes' hair is getting longer than ours. Because the dudes ain't doing nothing to their hair.
Yeah, nothing.
They just letting it do what it do. It say, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Okay, then it goes into the men. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in war, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and shall be desolate, shall sit upon the ground. All right, so just showing that even with that, man, even with the physicality and the lower nature, they ain't gonna hold up.
No.
They ain't gonna hold up. Let me see back in 2 Timothy 3 and 4. We just looking and seeing, does this sound like today's time? Does this sound like we're headed into this or we're here? I think we're here. At 2 Timothy 3 and 4, it said, we're still talking about the last days. We started at verse 1, so we're talking about the last days still. It's like we're going to be traders.
Mm.
People are going to trade traders. It says heady or heady. Let's look and see exactly what that means. I would assume it's around, it's like to fall forwards, headlong, sloppy, precipitously, precipitate, rash, reckless. So yeah, like you just headed in head first. You head first. We called them growing up. Everybody had a person in a clique like that.
Mm-hmm.
We called him a live wire.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we say, man, he's a live wire. Or we might say, nah, you might say, I'm he'll crash out.
Yeah.
See, now he'll crash out.
And then their name, obviously fits them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Crash out. Psycho. I seen that the other day. Hey, Psycho, stop. They ain't talking to you, Psycho. I'm like, stop talking to this. He already mad.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
So, yeah, man. So, heady is basically, man, crash out. High-minded, thinking highly of themselves. Lovers of pleasure more than lovers of Elohim. So you love doing pleasure. So, this go into the lifestyle because we'll be sitting here like, man, look, Pesach coming, or look, literally, this is what was going on. It's like, hey, we just come into a new year, so you might be at gas station or something. And man, you know what I'm saying? You know, for us, it's a new year. You know, man. You know, we're celebrating a new year. Oh, okay. They don't care.
No.
Nobody cares. Like, y'all care about New Year's Eve on January in the middle of winter when that's not the new year.
Dead of winter.
It's the dead of winter. The year cycle represents life. How you gonna have the birth of life at the end of life? Like, I mean, in the middle of the death part of life. Life should start when things are springing up, getting green. That's what it means, a bee. The life is springing up. It's green outside. It's flourishing. But, you know, you won't adhere to the days of the Most High, but you'll adhere to the days of the world because your love is a pleasure, because it's popping on Valentine's Day. It's popping on Halloween. I get it. It's a lot going on. But when it comes to things of the Most High, man, you don't care.
Yeah, when it comes to your heritage, you don't care.
You don't care.
You'll take everybody else's heritage and rock with it.
And
but
yours, sorority.
Yeah, but your heritage, I'm not, Bible written by a white man.
Yeah.
All these holidays.
By a white man.
By a white man.
So.
All these religions.
By a
white man. But you still be in their face in church on Good Sunday, Good Friday, Easter, y'all pray over the slaughter feast.
Yeah.
Christmas or whatever y'all want.
And then y'all still put money in their pots.
Yeah.
Y'all funding what y'all say y'all don't agree with.
Yeah.
White man.
Every day.
And even if you don't go to a white church or something, when you buy into the holiday, you are funding it. You're funding the look. How many of these black or these like hair shops? First of all, they're not owned by no black folks.
Nah.
You see who own them? It'd be the Indians or the Asians. And then how many of the products in there is really made by us? You see what I'm saying? So it's a double whammy. The products on the shelf ain't even owned by black folks, but it's supposed to be for black folks. And then the store ain't even owned by, I mean, I'm not saying there's none of them. We probably got some products in there. But
not a lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
And then especially when I'm in there, I see Dove on it. You know that's not, owned by us, but they'll sit here and study what we like, and they'll go and make it and just put it on the market and brand it to us.
All that hair that come from overseas.
Come on.
Huh?
So you funding these other people's, like that's what the emergency is, man. The emergency is really a wake-up call. Like, y'all not really that, though. Like all y'all that is, like all you celebrities, all the celebrities, y'all come, y'all pack out the clubs, y'all pack out the spots, all the, even these people's they becoming celebrities off of reality shows and stuff. You got the baddies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just representing a debauchery lifestyle, life of whoredom, life of violence, fighting, drug use, chaos. This is what y'all represent. And like, y'all are literally the worst examples of people that we can, find on the earth to put before our people. Like, you're not a good example for children. You're not a good example for the women or the aspiring mothers. Like, y'all are mothers. You know what I'm saying? The baddies are mothers. The bad girls club, they're mothers. And things like that. And like, y'all is into whoredom, man. And like, we just got to call it how we call it.
Call it how we see
it. Call it how we look. OnlyFans, it's basically just modern day prostitution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cry loud and spare not.
Yeah, so that's what y'all into, and y'all are lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Elohim, the Most High. Because you're like, hey, I'm going to get this money. But now your child got a stigma on you. Look, this stuff is on the internet. Somebody can pull up your mama from, 10 years ago and be, hey, ain't that your mama? All I had to do was subscribe. I paid $100 just to put it in your face.
That actually happened. That happened to a kid in either middle school. I think it was middle school. I guess the boy mama came up and was like, Hey, ain't this your mama?
Dang.
You know, the boy was embarrassed. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, what you doing, mama? I'm trying to. That's how I'm feeding you, son. Like what?
man, we gotta get back to being honorable. It ain't nothing wrong going work at a restaurant and make ends meet
Tell him,
the right way.
Tell
You know,
him,
you ain't gotta show yourself to make your money. Shoot, man, it's so much stuff out here now that you can make your money. You can make the money you make it now. All fast money ain't good money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many things, so many ways. Shoot, play the system like how the system's supposed to be played. If you want the money that much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to live comfortable. Play the system how the system's supposed to be played. Do what the other nations is doing. They live good. You ain't got to do all that, and now your son is known for your OnlyFans page, and you wondering why he fighting every day at school, trying to defend your honor as his mama, or you know what I'm saying?
Look at Phil. This is Philippians 3, and let's see what about verse 17. Verse 17. It said, "Brethren, be followers together of me. Mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example." So he's like, look, this is an example, right? Of a righteous man saying, "Hey, look, follow me, y'all." Right. So like, just so we don't get it twisted and see, you got to look at the fruits of somebody, right? Because you'll see somebody who's locking the doors and saying, "Hey, man, I order you to give $1,000 seed." You know what I'm saying? I order you to give $1,000 seed right now because the Most High, like, see, that's a false. So that's not the fruits that we're talking about. But somebody who's righteous said, "Hey, look, follow me while we get this work done. I got a plan. Do. Let's jump together. Let's build this. Boom. Work together."
Mm-hmm.
It say, "Brother, be followers together of me and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example." So like this is the example. "For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of the Mashiach." It says, "Whose end is destruction, whose Elohim is their belly." So when I say that, that's your mentality of gluttony. It said, "And whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things." You see that? Their glory is in their shame.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on now. Our glory is in our shame. You sit there and post all these pictures on the ground, and you have naked. And you saying, "I'm that one, I'm that girl." That's your glory in doing shameful act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You on the ground, dog, with 100 round Draco, you know what I'm saying? You got the perks, you know what I'm saying? You're a drug head. You know what I mean? You're glorying. I'm perked out. I just hit a lick. I just robbed something, just stole. I'm a killer. You know what I'm saying? You're a killer.
Mm-hmm.
You just broke all the commandments. And I just got at your girl, dog. You know what I'm saying? You basically trying to commit adultery, even though they probably ain't even living right anyway. Everything's just out of whack.
Yeah.
But that's what you brag on. Your glorying is in their shame. And you who mind earthly things. All right, it say, "For our conversation is in Shamayim, for whence also we look for the Savior, our Master, Yahushua HaMashiach, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself." So that's the end goal for those of us who are able to endure to the end and to convert our minds over from rebel activity, right? That we can be transformed from a vile creature into a righteous creature. But you gotta pretty much do that on your own first. You gotta like go with the lesser version of what he got for you now,
Mm-hmm.
so you can get the full package. when it's time. But if you just say, "Oh man, it's too much work. Man, I don't feel like doing none of that. I'm gonna just live in my pleasures," then you know what category you fall in. Let's see, we only got a couple more verses to get through. Back in 2 Timothy 3 and 5, it says, "Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away." It says, "From such turn away." And this is another part of the scriptures that we gotta start paying attention to. We might read like everything up until that last part, but it say "from such turn away." Like that's the part we gotta start turning away from, y'all, and turning away from anything that's gonna hinder us in this hour to get closer with the Most High, because you can't think that you're gonna. We was talking about the influencers earlier, right?
Yeah.
The crazy thing about the influencers is it's a give and take relationship, because as an influencer, you give the content, but then you get feedback from the audience on what the content they like. So that you might have gave a whole content about 10 topics. They like these 3. What you gonna do? You gonna keep doing all 10, or you gonna focus on these 3 and give them what they want more? You know what I'm saying? So now it's like I'm locked in. I gotta get the audience this. Like, so you could be a content creator and become a slave to what content you gotta give them. So, with that in mind, you got to really be true to the game of what you choose to do. Because somebody could say, "Hey, look, well, I like the feel-good messages," but that ain't what the Most High told you to do.
Yeah.
It ain't time for the feel-good message. It's time for the get-right message. It's time to get it together. It's "For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts." Like, one thing about for the women, man, if y'all married, definitely if y'all in the truth, for the women and the men, just couples, period, like, man, cherish y'all marriage and cherish y'all family. Just make sure that you remember y'all made children together. It's about them children first. Like, a lot of times what we see people get together, have these children, and I just gotta keep it real. I truly believe that most men don't like plan on leaving their spouse. Like, that's just what I've known.
Well, we seen the statistics last week.
Yeah, we seen the statistics last week. So, when we look at this verse, it says, "And lead captive silly women laden with sin, led away with diverse lusts." Really check yourselves on what is y'all lusting at. It's not about physicality all the time on another human, but it's diverse lust. It's all kind of lust. You can lust after a status that another man look like he got, or a lifestyle that another woman look like she got. Your eyes is bigger than they need to be, because that ain't for you. That's your man. See, back in the day, they had that mentality. They be like, "Hey, Bob the milkman, hey, look, milk has done this family good, because it's kept a roof and the water on in this family. So guess what? You're the best milkman that I know." That's your profession. If you was a mailman, you're the best mailman that's out here. That's how the women was rocking. And you know what you can afford, because that's your profession. I don't know, like, where y'all got in your mind that it's just everything's just it's about comfortability. Everybody just want to be comfortable. It's a ever learning and never able to come into the knowledge of the truth. So you can sit here and keep learning, and then still don't come into the knowledge of the truth. Because one thing about the knowledge of the truth is obedience. And if you ain't ready to do that, then you ain't really going to get nowhere. You're going to learn all the scriptures and you're going to twist them out of context, or you're going to learn all the scriptures and be like, "Well, I'm down with all of them except for that one where it says obey." I seen a lady that got married to her husband.
Yeah, I seen that.
Did you see that?
I give me that ring back.
Man.
She said, told the pastor, "I ain't saying it, so you can keep on going."
Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
I don't know if those are skits out.
Yeah, I don't know.
But either way, it's over.
It's
with.
over.
It's over.
It's over. that's unacceptable. You know, and I'd rather you tell me than show me.
Yeah, you should have said that before we spent all this
Before
money.
it was up here.
Yeah, now.
But he better be glad that that's where it ended at. Because I'm telling you, once you get involved with that, boy, it ain't nothing but downhill after that. She already told you what she gonna do. You
Like,
gotta listen to
I'm not gonna obey you. That's what
Mm.
she said. I'm not gonna
Not
do it.
gonna.
I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say that. She
So
said,
what's
say any other word than that. Why would you say that?
Like, you knew what the vows were. You didn't seen folks get married. You didn't seen the
Mhm.
movies. You didn't seen Best Man. You
Yeah.
didn't seen all these movies that the women say all these things, but now it's an issue. But see, women got realized, man. Once you get married, you know, the man's property.
Mm-hmm.
You take it on his last name.
Yeah.
You know, what it is. You know, but
But
you know,
there's a different mentality over here.
Yeah.
See, and that's not, y'all ain't really ready to really look at what you've been professing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't that. Like, see, that's why we gotta show y'all. A lot of times y'all read this and y'all think it's saying something that it ain't. Like, it don't even mean that. This wasn't even the mentality or the lifestyle then back then. This Western mentality, man, this is different. This different. They was over there banned from, women was banned from speaking over there in Iran or Iraq, one of the two. They had a ban on women speaking. Like, y'all ain't ready for that. Like it don't work like this over here, like it do over there. That's why everybody want to come and get Americanized. Like these other nations, I see all the time. They come from different nations. They're more wholesome. They're less materialistic. They're all of that. And then when they get over here, let them stick around for a while. They get materialistic. It's all about the name brand. It's all about just they turn Western mindset.
Yeah.
And that's the effects of Babylon. That is Mystery Babylon.
Even you can see the change in the clothes. It was over there. They wear the veil. They wear the long gown to where you can't see nothing but they shoes.
Yeah.
And then they come over here and realize that it's so much freedom. And then next thing you know, they start losing their clothes. And then now you be like, I thought you was Muslim.
Oh yes, well
you supposed to be be covered up for your husband.
Man, just think about that amount of discipline, right? Because they discipline over there.
Yeah.
Your life depends on it.
Yeah.
So they discipline over there. That amount of discipline can go out the window when you get into this Babylonian system.
Man, even I ran to a guy at one of the schools. He was from Iran, and one of the principals was a female. Well, at this school, both principals were female, and they both were black. And they didn't like how the dude didn't like how his son was autistic.
Yeah.
And something happened to the son. Daddy mad, righteously, of course. And principals start talking, and they put their hand up pocket, said, "Back up. What are you talking to me for?" I said, damn, I said, what? And then I said, where are you from? I said, because you don't like women. She's like, oh, he's from Iran. I said, you better stop talking to that man.
Yeah, they gonna let you know, and like you go over there and end up in jail or end up getting messed up because you thought it was a game and they're not playing that over there. Then women go over there, man, you better get in order, have that thing on your head when you're supposed to have it on your head. Like, you know.
You go to point A and point B and come back.
And that's it. You
Don't
got
say
that
nothing.
lollygag, man, you're done. So like y'all think it's a game, but like America is showing you once again how dumbed down it got you. How baby-fied it got you. Y'all not ready for the real world. Everybody getting their stamps and stuff. Hopefully they learning that people ain't playing that out there in them other countries. And these people got multiple wives in these other countries. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to them. They women's getting it in order. They don't, man. Look, I'm talking about off with your head. Like, that's what we talking about. Like, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Women over here, well, I don't agree with it. Like, look, Look, I try to take it there, right?
Yeah.
It's not us saying this though. I'm just keeping it 100. Them women over there, they don't have no choice. The dude sat there and was like, man, my wife was complaining about she wanted to spend more time with her friend. He said, so guess what? Showed the camera. He said, that's her friend. Welcome my new wife. He didn't went and married the friend because she didn't got on her nerve complaining she wants to spend more time with her. All right, we'll go on here, tell her, come on here and get her stuff.
Yeah, I think she said, son, I think he ended up telling her to shut
He
up.
said, shh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And immediately, she, like, they not playing. That's what we telling y'all. Y'all can sit there and say, well, see, that, damn, they want to put up with it. No, we saying this is reality and this is nature. It's really nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like just keep in mind, all I'm saying is this. That mentality is so far out of reach of your mind for you to say, I can never go through nothing like that. I'm a woman. But like it's the same thing with the conditions that's coming from the trickling downs of these wars and things. Life is about to get so bad to where, what it say, 7 women
Including one man.
and say, hey, look, we'll provide our own. We just want to take on your name. So, like, that's how you can get to that point because it's about to get to that point. Like, we just trying to paint the picture, right? Your mentality will change.
Them bombs start dropping.
Mm-hmm. Your mentality will change from fashion designers to survival mode.
I mean, let me ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
You seen the so-called meteor that hit Ohio?
Uh-huh.
I don't think there was no meteor.
Mm.
I don't think there
They
was.
said they heard it through almost Pennsylvania or something.
And here's the thing: we next door to Ohio. How does Kentucky, of course, Ohio we're here, and Pennsylvania here, but nobody in Indiana here?
No.
I don't think it was no meteor.
They hit us.
I think it was a missile.
They hit us.
Yeah, because
All of a sudden, a meteor.
yeah, because we don't believe in no
The astronomical as they put it.
yeah, we know there ain't no shooting stars, ain't none of that. But
my thing is this: there was the asteroid they was following for so many months. Remember 3A Atlas they was following for that many months, talking about it's coming so close to Earth. You mean tell me y'all didn't know this was about to slam into the Earth?
I seen somebody that posted a picture about or a video saying that.
Yeah.
How y'all ain't figure this one out? You ain't see this.
Pretty big.
Yeah, I don't think it was no
They slipped one in there.
yeah.
It's a good observation. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that ain't it.
Man. Well, look, I'm gonna finish up here, our kid, then we can call it a wrap. But just want to, bring it home like this in Matthew 24, and really just want to hit this 12 and 13. It's and we know that this is during the beginning of sorrows, because this is what we gotta get ready for. It says in verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, so iniquity is abounding, right? Sin and iniquity is on the rise. It's not at all-time low, it's at all-time high. So it shall abound, and the love of many shall wax cold. So now we don't see a whole lot of loving situations. We don't see parents loving their children like they used to love them. Children loving their parents like they used to love them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people will cuss their parents out. I hate my. Like, goodness gracious. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta lighten up. It say at verse 13, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So did we read that Jesus is gonna come back and swoop everybody up and take them up into heaven, and then it's gonna be a bunch of bad stuff to happen, and you ain't gonna have to go through it because you're gonna be with Jesus in heaven. And say
I didn't say that.
it's a because iniquity shall abound. So this is the condition of the earth. The love of many shall wax cold, and we'll see all of those attributes of 2 Timothy coming in, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, but he that shall endure unto the end. So while this is going on, you got to endure. The same shall be saved. That's the person who's going to be saved. It's the person who endures to the end. Not the person who offs themselves because you didn't endure to the end. Not the person who cops out and succumbs to the system because you didn't endure to the end. But it says, he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you have to get on the right track and stay on the right track until the end. You can't jump off. You can't jump ship and think you're going to make it to the destination.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about to get crucial. You know, it already is.
It's already crucial.
It's already crucial. It's really tap in time and really get some clarity and get you some understanding on what you need to be doing. And with that, I say, I yield with that.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Shalom. We may have something for y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
Figure out what it's gonna be.
Yes, sir. We will, most high willing, we tap back in next week, you know, especially as we're approaching the feast days.
Yes, sir.
So all praise, man. We want to give our praise to the Most High for bringing us into another actual new year. You know, all praises for an actual new year coming in. Man, everybody's crops be plentiful.
Yes, sir.
You know, we got to start praying over the crops because we got to pray over our own crops, y'all. Start practicing planting, practicing, you know, gathering your own water. We giving y'all we just talking real talk these days, y'all, because, you know, we can sit in front of y'all and act like all the master teachers and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But what are we talking about? Like, was that a meteor that struck in Ohio? That's what my takeaway from this. So,
yeah.
you got me thinking.
All right.
You know, they gonna tell you anything. Trump told you. They say, are you gonna put boots on the ground? No, we're not gonna put boots on the ground. But if we were, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah.
So with that, we say Shabbat Shalom, man. Most High be with y'all.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Right there,